All right, all right. Hey everyone, this is your Cotton Collision. I am Gator, and he is the Punk Waddle, and we are about to crash the heck out on this UFC White House 220. Um, it was Trump's 250th birthday. Was that right?
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty old for his age, actually. I mean, I know there's a lot of haters out there, but I mean, I I don't know what skincare he uses. I mean, the orange may not be his natural hair anymore after 250 years, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal. You know who else
Yeah.
is kind of a big deal? Joseph Frost Ghost. What's up? What's
Oh,
up? What's
hey,
up?
yeah,
Whoa!
I bet
And
he's
we
an
got
old
the
famous
Marcus
too.
Felix here
Yeah.
too. Yeah, he's probably at work right now because the shift started 10 minutes, probably 10 minutes ago.
Oh
So
man.
he's gonna catch us on a replay. What's up there,
Okay.
Marcus
Sweet.
Felix? Woo! And Vicky Bear's here. What's up?
Hey, Picky Bear.
And Vicky Bear, what do? And we got Farf Dong. Dang, how you say that?
Dog, de dog, dog, dog,
Dog.
dog, woof.
I suck at reading. But you
And
know who
and
I?
and the Pope of Cotton himself.
The Pope of Croton himself.
Yeah.
What?
I would be scared to learn any of his versions of Gregorian chants.
It's true. It's true. It's a
It
lot
might
of
be
throat.
actually be pretty funny,
It's a
actually.
lot. It's a lot of throat singing. It's like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're stupid.
Turn a Gundam.
Ideas. But
You have you seen Turn A Gundam? The opening. You get
actually, it's been a long time.
you get the like the throat singing, right? And then
Mhm.
this like angelic lady starts like harmonizing, right?
Yeah.
And then they both stop, and you get like some like very polite Australian man to say turn a Gundam, just like that.
Nice.
Just like that. Oh, oh my goodness. It has been a while. Honestly, when I saw it, and I watched Turn A Gundam, but I watched that like, oh my god, I think I watched that in like 2012.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute for me too, and like I was just watching all the openings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like I was kind of at the
Oh
gym,
yeah.
and we were just like listening to like soundtracks and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, you know what? I might as well lift while I'm listening to one of my favorite genres of anime, aka
Yeah.
Big Robot Gundam. And literally that shit happens. I was like, what the heck is this? Which anime is this? And then
Mhm.
literally says Turn a Gundam. And I'm like, well, that's what it is. I know.
Turn a Gundam. Every now and then I will turn a Gundam.
Yeah,
Turn a
I guess I do
Gundam.
need to rewatch that. That one's a
Yeah.
little lower on the rewatch. I still got
Yeah.
to rewatch Victory Gundam.
I mean, I must ask you a question.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that
design a
that
little
is that
weird?
is the mustache. That is the mustache Gundam. It's pretty. It's
Uh,
one of the most powerful Gundams. Like
yeah.
in continuity. Like it's the most simple, basic boy design,
Wait, it
but
has
it's got
incontinence?
magic power like power ups. So it's
Oh.
like 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 raw out right out the gate is probably one of the weaker ones. But once you like turn on all the magic abilities, yeah, it is like the
I
most
don't know.
powerful.
I always thought that going raw right out of the gate usually meant you were a little premature.
TMI. Okay. And
I,
speaking of raw
I
right
just
out
feel
of the
like if it's right off the factory line and you're just like I'm gonna go into battle. Like funny how a lot of the Gundams like that get forced to being get stress tested in battle because it's fight or flight. I only know fight personally, and the fact that like you have this new type that doesn't know how. I've never been inside the cockpit and apparently knows how to fly it and pilot it better than all of the ace pilots combined. You know,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So they raw dog it. You know, as the way the kids say it now, not like we said in the '80s. And yeah,
Wow. I wasn't around during the '80s, so I didn't say it in the '80s. And we barely said it in the 2000s.
yeah,
The 2010s we said it though. We kind of brought it back, and now
yeah.
the
But it was different then.
it was different. I
Raw
think.
dogging life is not the same. All right, and I know we have some things to talk about, but
I don't worry
one of the
about it.
things I've been noticing real quick is
So
you know, on the parasocial media, on
yeah,
the TikToks
parasocial
and Twitters and all that, you have all this like instead of class war, it's um
identity war.
it's no, it's generational war. Like, all you Gen Xers, we don't know what you're talking about. Or it's like us millennials, we're just getting burnt out. We're just tired. Like, I don't know about you millennials, but we're just tired of being tired and we just can't get any rest. We're exhausted by life. And it's like, um, I think that's just you finally settled into your 30s and realize you don't have the energy and the metabolism you used to, and you can't keep up with the lifestyle. Like, it's just life happening to you. It's not your oh us millennials are so different. No, it's just growing up. Or hey Gen Xers, you know we're trying to do this all on our own with all the government kickbacks on buying our new houses and stuff. Like, where was all your help, right? And Gen
Yeah,
Xers are like, we drank water out of the hose outside, and when our parents allowed us to come back in and hose us off, then we could. The end, right? In 18, half of us got kicked out, and then you have kids nowadays who are like, they kicked me out, and it's like they can't do that, and legally they can. So
yeah.
I
Legally they can, and it kind of stinks with the housing. Even apartments are freaking
yeah,
stupid expensive.
it does suck. I'm not saying that all the circumstances are exactly the same as they were back in the 80s or 90s,
Of
but
course.
like people don't actually change that much, and circumstance and you know the way the economic sort of where we are, regression, recession, or inflation, all that. Like those are bigger factors, and then
That's
like,
right.
oh, the boomers screwed it all up, or the millennials are gonna save the day, or you know, all this
And some
crappy.
people will never grow up because they're a Toys R Us kid.
Did you get your Gator Toys R Us before it closed down?
I wanted to. Unfortunately, I was like really busy at that time. So when I heard about it, I was like, oh, I really got to go before they close. And yeah, they closed. And I was just like, dang it. I still
No,
have
I
like
mean,
another month of my thing, and then I can go.
did you
Which
ever
they're
get to
closed.
go to a Toys R Us as a kid?
Oh, all the time. Well, not
Okay,
all the time.
okay.
A good hot bit of the time. Wait a second. What's Snowdub saying? Snowdub is saying, how come these puppets don't fight and call each other um something something? Oh wait, I'm the wrong show. Oh yeah,
What show is
we
that?
actually have to behave on this show.
You
It's not
know,
like it's not like
we
we have
have
a house.
rules. We have bouncers in the chat. I mean, we try to have a proper discourse here.
A proper discourse. We're
Yeah,
not all like uh like
like you boomer puppets. See what I did there? Gen
that,
Xer puppets.
that
We're
was good.
millennial puppets.
That was
Yeah,
good. That
yeah.
was good. That's right.
Because
Snowdub, you're a boomer puppet.
yeah, because real people need to get it together. But puppets, we can call names each
We can
other.
call
It's
names and
parody.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can shit because it's a parody.
Yes, and I can poop because I got a butthole. Um. What? Anyways, That was a that was the first shit joke of the day.
Of many.
Of many. We should
It,
probably
it's
take some pep. No.
it's about cohesion. It's
Yes.
about two puppets talking about how interesting the world is, right?
Yes.
We have,
And how freaking stinky it is.
yeah, because all the poop.
That's a second poop joke of the day. Right.
I mean, it wasn't that funny. It was just a fact.
Well, it's better than getting the shit kicked out of you.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's usually not funny.
no, it's usually not funny unless someone comes up to the mic and drops some real funny bars afterwards.
Yeah.
Like the UFC guy who um
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a great segue back into that. Yeah. That
yes, yes.
these sound bites, you're probably not going to hear on the local news.
Yeah. He's like I just want to say it was a good fight. It was great, everyone. And I just want everyone to know Michelle Obama is a man.
Like this is honestly that 45 seconds or whatever interview where he said all that stuff is kind of what I expected. If they had interviewed the some of the people at the January 6th incident,
Oh yeah.
like the dude that was wearing like the Viking hat and the horns and stuff that
Oh, the
everybody.
Shamus guy. Oh my god, that guy has literally changed. Like I don't know. He was always well, let's be honest, he was always a cuckoo head. But
Right.
but yeah, the lefties they really wanted to freaking like dredge him down and be like,
Oh yeah.
he's the right wing nut that we all warned you about. He's racist.
No.
He's misogynist. He's and all us on the other side, we're all like, I agree, he is a nutter,
Yeah.
but he's an innocent man. You need to freaking let that poor boy go,
Right.
and
Right.
then they got pardoned and all that stuff. And then as soon as he's free, he's just like saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Like
And
if
some people are
it
like, "Oh, he's turned. He's turned his back on Trump." I'm like, I don't know if he was actually on Trump's side. I think he was just like one of those guys who like walk into the wilderness hall up on LSD and whatnot.
yeah, I feel like he was one of the people that was, let's just say, by convenient happenstance was there and in all the pictures and was, what he was at AOC's desk and or whatever. He did all the things and he got all the photo by,
Was
the
he a
perfect
CIA
photo
plot
ops. Yeah.
plant?
I mean, I didn't say he's a house plant, but it could be maybe a government,
A government plant.
ficus. Yeah. Yeah. Ficus.
Dang. That's yeah. I heard to believe that. I do. I really do.
It's just,
And
you know how you have those.
he's a plant and a patsy. I think 100%
Yeah.
think he's a
Yeah.
plant and a patsy.
Like, and he's all big muscle head. It's just like there's certain people that you're like, there's normal average Joes that kind of got swept up in the moment and the emotion and walked into the building and left, right? And probably actually didn't do anything. And I don't want to, all this is allegedly, and they got pardoned, blah blah blah. But like, there's
Allegedly.
just those people that when it's hurricane season, and then people go back and find the same person that's interviewed throughout the coast about how awful it is, and you're like, that seems staged because the same person is being interviewed by the same news company all over. That's interesting, right, and it's not conspiratorial. It's there's sometimes there's evidence of it, and I'm just saying, like, trust the crazies instead of the random crazies that are wild cards, right?
Yeah. Just the normal crazies
Right.
like Snowdub,
Or the ones you hired.
like Shum.
Yeah. Wait, you hired Shum?
What wasn't I supposed to?
Are you paying him in horse girl clips?
What else are we supposed to pay him in?
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Uma Musume's. Um, we haven't done Uma Musume in a while.
No, no.
I don't have the page brought up though, but we were kind of done that one. We should because Snow Dub's here,
True, true.
but we're not going to.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and,
sorry.
you know, Padre, I'll go on if you're in the chat. I know that's a little tame compared to some of the things you talk about, but I do want to acknowledge that I don't think it's all tinfoil hat stuff, right? Right.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not tinfoil hat stuff. No, but so back to the UFC 250 was it?
Yeah, yeah.
White House patriotic. Now I gotta say, like it was grand. It was amazing. It looked like one of the best like sporting events like in the century. Like
Mm-hmm.
straight up, I was like, holy smokes, look at this.
So it's
And
way better than that Triller Fight Club that was the whole big debacle and mess.
are you talking about the Gina Carano fight?
No, the Triller Fight Club was like 5 or 6 years ago when Snoop and a few other people tried to do this like offbeat um, uh, kind of fighting match thing, pay-per-view,
Oh,
and a lot of people watch it for free, and then they tried to people be like, oh, if you watch it free, just go to this website and pay us the $5, and then they tried to make a class action lawsuit. This is back when Rakeda was
oh
like,
wow.
people thought he was legit still, like years ago, and he was talking about it, and other people were
Well,
talking about how like
honestly,
don't admit it. And
yeah. Here's the thing about Ricada. He was legit, and then he got as Rick James would say, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I thought you were gonna say something about the couch. Anyway, but
That too. That too.
but the point is, like, this was
Fuck
a long
yo,
time
couch.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like they
you're
had
right.
like
Yeah, that was
Doja
a long time
Cat.
ago.
They had like a Doja Cat and a few people like musical acts between the shows, and it was like the Black Kings of Comedy, Snoop and other people sitting on their little thrones. It was
I
just
mean,
this whole thing that
I don't want to say this, especially since it's going to be Juneteenth,
that was yesterday, right?
but no, that was that yesterday. I don't know. Is it like
June
Friday or
15th.
something? I
Yeah.
have no idea. I have no idea when Juneteenth is.
Okay.
Um, um, but it's like they geared the whole thing like towards like black people to like it's like BET, like it's for black
Yep.
people,
Yep. Oh yeah. But they'll
and
take
then they're
everybody's
like,
money.
yeah, it's kind of like you geared this 100% for black people.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're crying freaking they stole our money. Everyone stole our product. I'm like,
Yeah, because piracy is a
yeah,
crime.
yeah, that's sorry, dude. You can't say that they stole it because that's racist.
Wow. Is swashbuckling a crime or is it just piracy?
Oh, it's 100%,
Okay.
100% the finest of crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Swashbuckling is it's not so much a crime as it is an art.
See. Like I want to be a high seas artist, right? I
Well,
want to get my
it's like a
orange.
martial art, a martial art.
I'll get my
Like,
orange high C and my pink lemonade high C, and I'll be an artist.
oh yeah. Like Justin Gillihan walking out with um the Medal of Honor recipient Sergeant Dakota Meyer, and he's going in and he's beating up the guy, and he's winning the undisputed lightweight championship and doing a backflip, and then
Nice.
almost doing another backflip that breaks his neck. That was funny.
Ouch. Talk
Nah,
about
it's all right.
showmanship.
He was like, what? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was great. It was great. Uh, like a lot of people like now there are some people who are like, why are these sailors and soldiers saluting the UFC fighter? And everyone's just like, they're not. The guy right next to him, look at the guy look what's around his neck. He's
Mm-hmm.
wearing the Medal of Honor.
So we're back at the actual birthday party for Trump right now.
Yeah. We're back at the birthday
Okay.
party for Trump, right?
Right,
And
right.
obviously
I just want
they
to
were
make the
saluting.
audience knows that we're not rabbit trailing again. So please continue. Please continue.
Oh, yeah, no, I brought it back. I brought it back,
Yeah.
and and there were a lot of freaking like wackadoodles, and they're all like, no, they were directed their salute. They were aimed at the fighter. I'm like, no, they were aimed at the guy who was right next to him, right beside him, a Medal of Honor recipient. And then he's like, well, you're not supposed to salute for Medal of Honor recipients. I'm like, yes, you are. It's customs and courtesy. Like it's not like a standing order, right? The standing order is for like officers pointing above you and all that.
Right.
But it's a time well tradition that if you outrank someone but they have a Medal of Honor, you give them a salute. You give them a salute. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Yeah. And obviously they weren't like no one was crying about like oh they're saluting Dana White. Obviously they're saluting Trump
Yeah.
because he's the
Yeah.
president. That's kind of how that he's the commander in chief. He is he is the leader of the armed
He has the
forces.
POTUS. He has the
POTUS,
position, right?
well, the POTUS, but he's the commander in chief as the military sees it, right?
I'm just saying, like he's kind of all of the above, right?
Oh yeah,
I
that's
understand the
kind of how that
different
works.
hats and different titles. I get what you're saying, and I appreciate that you're being specific, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Snowed up. Do you have like lesbians on the brain? I know
Like,
he's got
what
lesbian
fight
brain.
were you watching? Was this like cops of domestic
I
fight?
have no idea. I don't think there was a women's match, was there? It was just all dudes,
Yeah,
as
unless
it
he's
should
like
be.
five, unless he's delayed and he's talking about the Gina Carano fight. But I don't know why he would talk about his idol that way.
Yeah. Did I say let's be honest?
Not today. Well, that was the first
I
time.
said it now, but I think I don't know. Snout up. Get your ears cleaned. Get your ears cleaned, dude.
Yeah,
But
yeah. You only say that on
okay,
his show.
I do. Um, but apparently I say it here too. Okay. And a salute is a sign of respect. Yeah, 100%. There, old Sid.
Hey, old
Yeah.
Sid.
Even the devil knows it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey there, virtuoso. Says, "What's up, Gator?" And I say, "The stars."
If
The
you were in
stars
Texas, they'd be big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
are they?
Yeah, especially at night.
Whoa!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have another thing that's kind of been funny to watch
I didn't
crash.
even know Texas had a heart.
Snowdub laughs.
Snowdub does laugh. Um, but yes. So the fights were great,
Cool.
and the guy who freaking, you know, when I said like, um, that guy said, Michelle Obama is a man, you know.
Yeah.
The
He
other
said some
day
other stuff too.
I was talking to Mama Snacks, right? My
Okay.
Mama Snacks. We all love Mama Snacks. She is too young to be a proper boomer. On the older side, on the elder side of the Gen Zs, right?
Okay. An elder.
And she was watching. She was on a couch and watching the YouTubes and apparently they were like doing some talky thing. And I look over and apparently there was something about some shenanigans about whatever happened. And I'm like, I look over, I think it's Michelle Obama. I'm like, is that Big Mike? She laughed and she was all like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it's been kind of a running commentary for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
mean,
I will say, she does have the unfortunate build of a man, but I don't think she is least I am like
you cut out
what?
there. You cut like on my feed. It said I don't think, and then it just went. You froze and were blank. Like I don't know if YouTube wants you to be honest. If you don't think that she's an actual man, oh, I could
Well,
say it, right?
I
I didn't
I
get.
said I said it was like 20%. Pretty
Yeah,
sure she's not a man.
fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna test it. I'm not gonna do a gender check.
Is my
And
my internet does kind of stink out right a little bit right now. It's been
yeah,
kind of like choppy. My internet's been a little choppy lately.
it,
So
it's just so convenient. It was like I'm gonna be honest. What I really believe is black. Right? It's the stuff that people make jokes about, but it happened in real life, which makes it funnier.
and sad at the same time.
But so is there anything else about the Trump birthday fight night? That was amazing of the
No,
spectacle.
it was just a really good event. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, even without any lesbians,
No.
it was
Wow.
fun. Like all the troops were there. Like it was like a UFC event with like nothing but American loving people in the crowd, right there on the white
Nice.
lawn, and
It wasn't about your sexual orientation. It's about your country orientation.
yeah.
For one night, we all could love the same thing.
I mean, there are a
USA.
lot of lies that have been pulling around and like, oh, this is all, oh, this is a waste of our tax dollars and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, it's literally a private event being held at the White House,
Yeah.
and
Televised.
like the only like taxpayer like things that are happening is the police, aka
Hmm.
the Secret Service.
Right. And any public event, you have to have
Yeah,
certain amount of security.
especially for with a high tier public figure like
Right.
Trump,
Right.
he would
Right.
have his own private security. If he didn't have a Secret Service, anyway, it's just
Right. Right.
the whole thing in general. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, show of force. If they can
Oh
protect
my
on his
God,
own
Harry
bottom.
Sisson. Yeah, he's one of the wackadoodles. Harry
And
Sisson is um he's some gay dude on the internet that
yeah.
I don't want to say gay. He's just a bitch. Uh, um, so he bitched down on the USC Freedom 250. Okay, that's what it was called. That's the proper title. At the White House, it never said a darn thing about those ferry parades. When yeah, of course.
Right. Right.
Let's
Because if you
yeah
don't like
no
the event, you can
lesbian
decide. Yeah.
honest lesbian honest.
Right.
Gary Sisson really he would love more of those. If Biden won the re-election, he would be like, hey, guess what, guys? We got another gay pride parade in the halls of the White House. Yeah,
It is always funny how the well the I was gonna say bipartisan, but it's not bipartisan. It's not even lesbian partisan, right? The
it's
whole
just gay
idea that
partisan.
if one, yeah, if one, very partisan. If one side does one thing and they're okay with it, and then but the other side, when they're in power, does something very similar, catering to their sides, whatever liking, and oh, that's terrible. You're doing all these things, but like they can't even. It's like one of those arguments in junior high. It's like, well, you did this, right? Because I did what I wanted to on my own time with my own dime, right? But you're not catering to what I like. What do you mean? Why am I not? Why am I not? Why do I cater to you? I like you don't even like me, right?
Well, it's like school spirit week, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you're at um you're at Waddle High, right?
Ooh.
And and um and and your school mascot is you're the Fighting Penguins, right? The
Yeah.
Fighting Penguins at Waddle High.
We got
And
waddles. Yes, we do. We got waddles. How about you?
exactly. And everyone is dressed in white, with a white jacket and a white undershirt, right?
Yeah.
Black pants,
Yeah.
and they're wearing purple caps too. They're wearing
Yeah.
purple caps, right?
Hmm.
and they're walking around, and everyone's got like a whole bunch of penguin this, penguin that, you know.
Yeah, yeah. This is
And
a
then
it's a
you got your
utopia.
outsider kids who are like, "Oh my god, this is terrible.
Yeah,
Why would you even do this? This is not like right." I'm like, "What are you talking about? This is exactly what this house is about, right?
yeah.
This is what this
Be
school is about."
be cool to your school, just like you are to your girl, man.
Yeah. And guess what? Guess what school they were showing pride at? The
What?
freaking school spirit was the White House, aka the capital of America.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
exactly.
they're all decked out in super awesome patriotic and American like stuff happening.
Yeah,
It's like yeah, dude, this is like school spirit 101.
exactly,
And people are
exactly.
crying about it.
It really is just a pep rally for America, and
100%. That's what I'm thinking.
and people are mad, and that's you're right. It is really, really, really funny.
Yeah.
You you know what else has been really funny?
What's up?
Um, and I don't remember if we talked about it a little bit last week, but the World Cup in the USA
Yeah, it's been going on.
is is hilarious because like last week it was all about like the Scots who drank all the beer on the way over in the flight and there was no beer left on the airplane.
Yeah.
And then the Swedes or Swiss saying it was too hot to practice, right? This
Oh,
week,
there has been some heat drama going on. Some people are like having
oh
heat
yeah,
strokes and stuff. And I'm like,
uh, yeah.
yeah, guys, half of the United States is very, very hot. The other half of the United States is also in summer. You know what I'm
So
saying?
right. So there's twofold things, right? First, there's the whole you have like Germans and other Europeans coming over here, and they're like they go to Bucky's for the first time, and they're like, "Holy crap, wow!" And then Americans are like, "What? I don't even understand. What's he so? What is he going on about? It's just a Bucky's." And it's like that's the thing. All these people who have heard all these rumors or say like, "Oh." You all need to understand when you come to Britain, blah 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 blah, and then they come to America. It's like the legends are true. This is real. What the hell? Like we all thought you were making this shit up, and
Well,
it's actually real.
real
And
talk. We're gonna say that they like they seen all this stuff like they've heard about it on the internet. But
yeah,
now they're stepping toes on to Mars, and I'm like, this is a different world. You know what I'm saying?
right. And I do think it's funny because there's the guy, the people like especially when they've come to Houston, right? Houston for the soccer games right now. And we're in getting almost full swing in summer, right? It's
Oh yeah,
middle of
you guys
June.
got a proper do they play where the Texans are playing, or they play where the um uh you guys
The
got an
Dynamo,
FC team,
the Dynamo.
right?
I'm not sure exactly, but I know we have like the Dynamo Stadium down here. I haven't really been keeping track, but it's like when you have these British people who are like, "Holy crap, the air is muggy and thick," right? Like the heat index is so hot, and it's just like this is not. I mean, and the guy was like, "It's actually like 35 degrees in Celsius," which I don't know what I'm like, but we're in the 90s and the humidity, and it's like when you go as somebody people have said, like when you get out step off a plane in Houston in like rainy sauna hot summer season, it's just like it gives you this moist muggy hug
Yeah, it's brutal.
like all the way to your ball sack, right? And
Oh
it
yeah,
just like everything is immediately like saturated and soggy and damp, and it's just like and then it gets hot after that, so you're just sitting in this hot sun and baking and even at night because it's a concrete jungle, it doesn't have the cool air flow and the ground to really cool it off because it's all just concrete, and so it doesn't cool off, and so they are just they're just finally realizing that when we say, oh, you think it's hot, you think your misty rain on your bogs are we have sheets of rain falling down for hours, and it's a different climate. Like the whole concept of what you understand, what you were raised with. There are other people that have different experiences that maybe once in a while you should believe that what they say is true, even though you've never experienced it and you can't understand exactly, but you can believe it, right? Because
Oh yeah,
faith is an integral part of the human experience. And it's funny what people will choose to believe and not believe, though.
exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The United States is it's so big, like compared to Europe, it's multiple countries.
oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Or when people have been taking the map of Texas and overlaying it, like how big really is Texas? They've been zooming it in and expanding it out. Like somebody took this picture of Texas and put it inside the Phoenix Metroplex. And like, oh, see, Texas isn't that big. It's not even big as Phoenix in Arizona. And you're like, okay, this is seriously a troll, and it's funny who might actually believe this, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah. There are some people who are still playing in the World Cup that like the Brazilians, they're not going to complain too much.
Right. You
Okay.
froze. You said the Brazilians aren't going to complain too much, right?
Yeah, yeah, and the Mexican nationals aren't going to complain too
No.
much, and Messi is not going to complain too much because he's not playing in Europe no more. He's playing in Miami.
Okay, okay. Joseph Frost Ghost, you bring up an important question. What's the difference between Bucky's and a Sheets? Well, okay, Sheets, their guacamole tastes weird. I've tried it out, and I haven't been there in a while. But
Really?
last time I tried it on a few. It's a gas station,
Oh,
like
okay.
it's closer to
We don't
yours.
have we don't have neither up here in the
So
Northeast.
you have
New England.
what was that? Boo boo Wawa.
Um,
That's closer to you, right?
it's closer, but it's not in New England.
Right. It's more in
There might be
Philadelphia and
one in
stuff.
Massachusetts, I think, somewhere, but nowhere near
I,
me.
I know there are some in Philadelphia, but
Okay.
right, and but like okay, so um, Sheets is a gas station that has a food counter, right? Right, and working with me, Joseph Frost, right? It's it's like a quick go QC. It's they have I think it's like a Wawa where there's a sandwich counter. There's you have your convenience and snacks. I feel like the actual blueprint footprint of a Sheets is just like a bigger gas station, kind of like a racetrack, right?
I mean, it's
So
terrible branding for a name. It's just like, hey, where you going? Oh, I'm going to Sheets.
right, like I said, when I had the guacamole and sour cream on my nachos, it kind of felt that way. So
They had the Sheets.
yeah. So here's the thing. Okay,
That's another poop joke.
I know.
What
So
a mini!
all right, I'm gonna. I'll send you photos, or I'll post them on Twitter X or whatever. But okay, Bucky's is an experience. Bucky's has like usually like a huge row of double stacked um, gas pumps that's probably have 60 to 80. You know, there's
Okay.
probably like at least like 40 in a row, and then another line on the other side with 30 or 20 to 30 double stacked. High rise so that you can get campers. They don't allow trucks and semis and big
Oh
tractor
no,
trailers
no,
in
no
there.
tractor trailers. Okay, yeah.
Right. It's just for people traveling on the road. But okay, so the first Bucky's I've been to in like Jackson area, it looks like a normal gas station, it's small, and then they started getting a little bit bigger. Like some of them look like Sheets, but then some of them are a little bit bigger than Sheets because you have a beef jerky counter, right?
I
That
heard some of them are not
oh,
the super Walmart, but like
we're getting
um
there. We're getting there.
yeah.
So and so they slowly grew, right? And so like I said, some of them some of the early ones are about the size of a Sheets, but then they decided that this is going to be an experience. This is like a mini mall. So you walk in, right? And the drink um the the drink, snacks, candy section is like just walking in, not the back rooms, not the you have this big old fridge wall that probably goes, I don't know, half a football field. It almost feels like, maybe not that long, but like 30-40 feet, and then you have all your snacks and your Bucky's candies and your Beaver Nuggets and all the other brands of stuff. And then you have to have your trail mix spots and stuff, and then you have to have sometimes some the sunglasses rack and a few other things, and then you have to have sets of registers on, because you have the front opening, right, and then you have one on each side, and so like I said, you've already got 50 feet of snacks, and then the cleanest restrooms, right? The restrooms are actually sometimes, the footprint of the restrooms themselves are bigger than some of the small gas stations you drive by when you're
Okay,
in a
so
small
so
town,
so when you
right?
do have the sheets, it's actually better to go to Becky's.
Oh yeah, people will hold it for, like, they have signs being like Bucky's in 500 miles. I think I can hold it, right? Um,
Whoa,
yeah,
how fast
and
you driving?
like you get your own little, like, when you go to if you need to sit down, you get your own little stall,
Yeah,
right? Like with
yeah.
reinforced walls, right? It's not just like the thin stalls. You get this your own little like sanctuary, right? And, and,
Ooh.
and then and then there's in the middle section, you have, like I said, there's the pastry and the beef jerky section, which also spreads out quite a ways. And there's little kiosks in the middle where you can order like burgers or burritos or tacos and stuff. But then you also have,
Oh, they
the
have
little,
a short order line. You can actually like grab
oh,
right
they
off the
have
grill.
brisket that's being made in the center, right? They have brisket
Oh,
sandwiches that
shoot.
they're chopping up and putting out there in the morning. They have like breakfast tacos. For lunch, it's like chopped beef. They have like sausage on a stick. Like you just walk up and grab it as they're wearing little Bucky's cowboy hats, chopping it up, singing and having a good song. They also have
Hell yeah.
fudge, right? And then their Bucky products. Okay, so this is only like, I've only gotten through. And remember when those wheels of cheese at the grocery store were kind of big? Or you go to the gas station that has like one little section of like fancy cheeses
Well, if
and
it's a wheel of
snacks,
cheese, it has to be big, especially if it's
right? But
Parmesan.
they have this whole thing that's like 6 foot at least wide, where it's all their pre-made sandwiches or snack, sandwich wraps, or their cubed cheese and their Bucky sausage, jalapeno sausage with
You talking
sweet
about the
cheese.
grab and goes? You talking about the
Yeah,
grab and goes?
like it's a whole second, but there's two of them. There's one
Gotcha.
on each side, right? There's the kiosk in the middle with the beef jerky, but like if you come on this side, and the beef jerky in the middle, or the barbecue in the middle, but like on one side you'll have kind of the same thing with the fruit snacks and the beef jerky trail mix and all that
Ain't
stuff.
that
But on
egg?
the other side, right? And they also have like key lime pie slices and fudge and stuff.
Ooh.
Okay, but then the other third of the store, right? The other like 50 feet on the other side, or longer, probably longer, is all the knickknacks, right? All the Bucky's brand merchandise, T-shirts, shoes, clothing items, and then other brands, right? Other brands. So you have this mini mall of like I said, knickknacks, little like cowboy hats, pants, boots, things you can, cute things
Uh,
you put in your house.
Beaver plushies. Yeah.
Right, yeah, beaver plushies, and then you also have like the brand Igloo and Icy brand coolers, or Bucky brand coolers. Um,
Nice.
the mini travel bags that are collapsible insulated bags. You
Oh
also
yeah,
have
those are fun. Those are great
grill
on
pits
walks.
that are like, 5 foot in diameter, like that you could put in the back of your truck and take home, like soldered, like really well welded stuff, ironwork, and like, so going to Bucky.
Your general Texas needs.
I know I spent like 5 minutes talking about it or more, but
It's okay, dude. It's okay.
the thing is, yeah, that doesn't even do it justice, because if you stop on a road trip, oh, and like I said, there's also the drink section, like for the fountain drinks. It's like the main brands, then the Bucky brand soda, and then the main brand, and sometimes the Bucky brand soda, and then another 10 feet of coffee. For
Oh,
different coffee flavors or bold,
do they have a
regular, or
slushy
decaf.
machine?
I think so. Yeah, they do. They do. That's usually kind of on an end cap in the snack section.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
love I
yeah.
love getting the slushies, especially when it's super hot, and I need to get gas. Like I got to get gas tomorrow. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop in and get a slushy. I usually go
Well,
to 7-Eleven because
some of
that's kind
those
of
are
on the
pretty
way.
good, but
No,
I will
they're
say,
not bad.
if you okay, so if you were to go traveling around Texas, and I know that there's Bucky's in other parts of this country now, right?
If I was
But
traveling in Texas, I'd totally go to Bucky's.
right, so if you're traveling on the July 4th weekend, or if you're traveling around and you want to stop at a Bucky's, you're gonna pull in. You're probably gonna wait 10, 20 minutes to try and find an open gas pump. Then you pump, then you pull out and park somewhere. And usually there's a lot of parking on the side that people don't want to park in, but usually you can find a place eventually. All right, and
Mhm.
then so it takes you like 30 minutes to pump your gas and park your car, and then you go inside, and then you use the wonderfully clean bathrooms, and then you spend another 30 minutes looking around the store. So like you could have been in your destination by now, but you spent
Yeah,
half your day at Bucky's, and it's an
an
event.
hour and 20 minutes already. Holy smokes!
Like, okay, so I'll say this. There's a pretty big one. It used to be one of the biggest ones, and it's still very large in Texas City, which is between Houston and Galveston, right? And
Okay.
you could leave your house with nothing, drive about 5 minutes, stop at the Bucky's, buy the cooler, all the drinks you need for your work, and all the snacks and everything, and then make it to Galveston and be like 4 hours later when it's only an hour and a half drive tops and
Ah,
get to your destination. I mean, it's a whole day.
sounds fun.
It is.
Sounds sounds really fun.
I mean, that's when people just go absolutely nuts. So it's really fun to see all the
Kind of
Europeans.
wish I kind of wish I went last time I was in Texas, but
Yeah, I wish you could too. Those, I mean, the ones around Dallas, there's some decently sized ones for sure. Like they're getting bigger and bigger and
if I'm
bigger.
able to get to Dallas, we'll have to go. We'll have to go.
I mean, yeah,
If it's close to Dallas, I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never been to Dallas. Okay, I've been to the airport,
yeah,
but that's like I went to San Antonio to Dallas and then Dallas to Boston. So that's kind of how
yeah.
that went. But
Oh yeah, the one in San Antonio is decent. It's not huge, but it's decent.
okay,
Um, there's a couple decent ones over there
the
I've
one
been
in
to.
the one in Dallas is pretty big though.
There's a few. There's one by the Motor Speedway that's pretty big,
That's
by
but
the racetrack.
Dallas is huge. I forgot how
Yeah.
Dallas is really big. It's one of the biggest cities.
Yeah,
Um,
but like I said, there's a few big Buckies in Dallas.
yeah, actually, San Antonio is one of the biggest cities too. So
They are. They're not as big as Houston or Dallas or Austin, but that doesn't mean that they're not pretty huge, right? It's
yeah,
the
no,
thing
no,
about the thing about Texas that you New Englanders, until you get here, or you Europeans, realize that Texas, like, it's very very big and open, and so when they start a city and there's nothing surrounding it, um, like, then it just sprawls out in every direction, right?
yeah. Well,
Dallas,
the New World and all that stuff. It was literally built for like horses and people walking. So everything's all collected together, or it's deep in
yeah,
the woods. You know.
yeah. I mean, the funny thing is when you go to Boston and you see like Cambridge and you see how tiny these little townships is, and you can walk 10 minutes and you're a different one. You're like, growing up in Texas, you're like, you thought, or like when you learn U.S. history in Texas, you're like, oh, all these cities over here and north of here and north and there, and you're just like, oh, like all this stuff happened within like an hour's of walking distance or a carriage ride, right?
Yeah.
Like, and we're in Houston traffic saying it takes 2 hours to get from one side to the other in rush hour, right?
Yeah.
In my car, which can go fast, but it's not allowed to because of traffic.
Ah. That makes
Okay,
sense.
there's one other thing that I found out today, um, about the World Cup thing that's kind of funny because apparently I need to look into this, but there's speculation. They say that the it could happen that the U.S. versus Britain could happen on July 4th,
Yeah,
and it could happen either in
we're
I
not
think
in the same
Houston.
group, so it'd have to be in the knockout stage. That'd be
Right, right.
hilarious. That'd be
But like
hilarious.
if it happens, it could happen on July 4th,
Yeah.
and it could happen either in Houston or Philadelphia.
Oh,
So the guy's like, okay, the jokes write themselves. If Britain plays U.S. on July 4th in Philadelphia, it's just gonna be a history lesson all over again. Like
we're gonna
it's
crack
like
a Libertyville.
it's like he's like they're just it's gonna
You're
be a
you're
reenactment.
gonna have the Eagles mascot just flapping.
Yeah, the guy's like all the U.S. players are gonna come out with eagles on their shoulder. There's gonna be throwing tea around, like gonna be tea bag. Okay, that'd be funny. Tea bagging, get it?
Oh God.
I mean, it might get you ejected from a Call of Duty
Well, it'd be more. You could
lobby,
do.
but
You could do
still,
the. You could have like the tea crates if you were in Boston, but in Philadelphia that's a little different.
I know it was a joke. But like the point is, yeah, the eagle, all the stuff, some John Hancock, some like throwing commemorative Declaration of Independence to people like in paper airplanes. Like there's just so many things that could happen.
That would be funny having like one of the um, just like a mascot, just having a big piece of paper, and then every time we score, we just like sign our name on the constitution, on like a
Yeah,
constitution thing. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that would be fun.
That would be kind of hilarious, but that might be a little unsportsmanly. Like,
Right, right.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, we shouldn't make the World Cup just about our
USA, USA,
the fact that
USA, and other places.
250 years ago we said bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Um, I will say our U.S. team is pretty decent, but I don't think we're gonna win it. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised about Japan, man. They were kicking butt, and they tied with the Netherlands. I was like, holy smokes, you tied with the Netherlands?
I mean, I don't know about
Decent team.
Japan's soccer presence, but man, they are lean and they are fit and
Well, they're probably the strongest of the Asian teams.
yeah,
Um, um, yeah, they are literally the top dog of Asia, but they have to contend with uh, the Europe teams. The African teams, they always have a decent promise,
yeah.
especially France. What?
I thought you just
Did
said
you
the
not?
African teams.
Yeah, African teams, especially France.
Okay.
Have you not seen? That's literally a meme. It's
Oh,
like,
okay, I have not kept up with that part. That's why I was looking at you, waiting for the
yeah,
explanation.
it's like, hey, here are all our French national team members, and
Yeah,
it's like literally like their first name somewhat French, their last name extremely African. All their surnames are like Bozwangadong. You know, is this? I'm like, holy smokes! Like,
wait, a
where
buzz
do
monkey
all these
donk
guys come
donk?
from? You know, it's
Yeah.
and then you're like, you look at Africa and you're like, they speak French, they speak French, they speak French, they speak French. Okay, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's literally been a meme.
Yes. It's always funny, like during the Olympics, when somebody lives in one place, but they can actually claim certain nationalities who they
Oh,
side with.
like that one doofus, the half Chinese girl who's like American, but like, I'm playing for China because
Yeah.
I really connect with the Chinese people. I'm like, no, girl, you're doing it because you're getting lots of money.
Yeah.
Because China was, let's be honest, they are hurting for gold medal contestants, contenders, um,
Yeah.
during the Winter Olympics because I'm trying to think of a team that a sport that China does good in the winter, and I can't really think of it.
Mm.
They suck at hockey. They suck at bobsledding. Um, Figure skating is okay, but let's.
I mean, Christy Yamaguchi was American. She just looked Asian.
Oh yeah, she was Asian. Um, very much American though. Um,
Mm.
yeah,
Her
yeah,
and Scott Hamill really tore
yeah.
it up.
It's just like, hey, China wins gold by purchasing an American.
Hey, it takes gold to win gold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But who cares about that? Because they're not in the World Cup because their soccer team is mediocre at best. At best,
Yeah.
especially when they have teams like Japan and South Korea. Those two teams are really good at soccer. For the Asian, I'm not sure because they're all like there's all like big groups of what do you call them, like regions, and you have to be like certain regions have like a certain number of teams, and
Right.
only a certain number of those teams can make it through to the World Cup. That's kind
Well,
of
yeah.
how
I
it
mean,
goes.
there's. I mean, with any sort of competition, there the qualifying rounds and
Yeah,
the lower brackets to get to the upper brackets.
yeah.
Right.
So you have to qualify for the Olympics.
Right.
So it's like your international season is before the World Cup, and
Mm-hmm.
now the group stages is like it's like the semi playoffs, right? Is the
Right.
group stages, and then
Mm.
the knockout rounds. Those are like the playoffs, right?
Right.
So it's kind of interesting how that tournament works, and that's kind of how international soccer or how it's a Britain call it football. Yeah.
Or as the people in South America call it the Vuvuzuela time.
All right. Yeah. And on that note, my arm is starting to die. My headphones are starting to die. And I am starting to die. Why? Because I need a water break.
Water sucks. It really sucks.
Gatorade. Gatorade.
Oh, what happened, Freddy?
Gator! What happened? Gator! Wake up! Wake up, Gator! Oh, buddy! This is the end of the con! We gotta go home! Gator! Wake up, man! Oh, well.